We need to add one item to the agenda, and that is going to be a grant match. And that is dealing with the Barton Road Memorial, not Barton Memorial Park project, where we're hoping to acquire about $1.5 million with a match of about $529,000 for park project that has been laid out a number of years ago by Jordan Jones and Cooling, dealing with things like tennis courts, the recreation building. Property itself is deed restricted, has to be used for recreational purposes. And we don't have a lot of trail system on the other side of town, so this is our chance to start that, and I'm sure it would be a multi-year, multi-phase project.
If I can have a moment of your time, we're having a spaghetti fundraiser next door. If you guys would like to come and help.
Well, the good news is we didn't have a whole lot in our work session, so give us about 5 minutes and we'll try to convince these people to empty their wallet next door. How about that?
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.
How much is your spaghetti dinner?
It's
$20
$20.
per person.
per person.
It's the fun that youth symposium trip.
Make sure Baker brought his checkbook.
This here is Baker Field.
And that's walking in the forward and those young ladies that.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
So we need to add that to the agenda, and we'll do that at the regular section stage. So that's a grant match. And then we also have.
We have the two videos from last week, our last session, we didn't have the audio for.
Okay. And then the Reynolds Road that we did this morning, right?
Yes.
Sure.
I have a question before we move on. The reason of the deferral of the purchase and the compact excavator on Bobcat.
I'm requesting to be deferred to the next session, the next council meeting.
Yes, what is the reason?
I'm requesting to be deferred to the next council meeting. It's not quite ready yet, council.
What is missing?
I'm sorry,
What is missing?
I'm just not ready to present.
Okay.
All right. Show us what you got, Baker.
Did you all want to discuss the resolution?
On the grant?
Yes. This is a non-binding resolution for us, but it is to basically we got a little surprised by our grant writer. We have a pre-application window that closes on 10/13/23. Part of the application includes a resolution by the city to show willingness to match grant funds. So up there you see the old drawing, which has some things that will probably change. Part of the grant would include planning and architecture, so there would be some changes involved with that as well. We do have the $529,200 earmarked in SPLOST. That's what we put up, which would qualify us for a match of roughly the 1.5, roughly 1.6 million grants that would be given to us by DNR. So that's just a resolution that doesn't bind us. It can be changed. The obvious part of this is as a grant going in, nothing's written in stone on it, so we don't have pricing, we don't have some of the things. There's 3 more phases of this grant before the award process, and then that should get more information. If we move on to the next phase, then we'll be able to get more solid numbers and better pricing on what we have. So right now, it's a project idea. The spirit of the council through a resolution to actually meet that grant and meet the match of 25%, and then you move forward into the actual phase, which could drop or raise the numbers however we want to, whatever we all decide to do to that part. That is a part that is required to have recreational.
Question?
And so I think just so that citizens can understand this process, this is very similar to the process that we went through to have our pass system built. It was a portion of it was grant funded. And so the reality with Barton Memorial Park over on the other side of town, so to speak, is that, as the mayor mentioned before, it is deed restricted, so we do have to have a recreational use for that property. So it's not like it can be developed into a housing community, can't be developed into anything but something specifically recreational for the citizens. So I think this would be a great, sounds like the plans have been around for a while. I do recall seeing these prior council, prior administration, and they were around prior to that as well.
They're old plans.
Right, they're old plans, but a reinvigorated purpose for that area, I think it'll benefit us, and we are a fantastic bedroom community on the south end of town, so that just speaks to elevating the amenities that we have in the city for residents, so I think it's a great idea.
Mr. Clark?
No comments.
Ms. Tran?
This is a great idea, however, I'm having a question on the procedure, what are we doing? Because in the past 4 years, almost 4 years I've been here, we never create a resolution in receiving a grant. It only show when the city would work behind the scene, of course, notify the council, the city working on that. And when we get the confirm of when the grant is granted to this, the city approved for the city, then package will be putting together and it appear on the council agenda package is that we accepting a grant, and if it's a mass grant, then this have that mass clarification of the grant. I just don't know why we never had a resolution before, and now we having a resolution.
Is there a question then?
Yes, it's a procedure change, because we never create a resolution for an attempting to apply for a grant. And when the grant approved, a package presented to the council with a draft of, if that was a grant, the most recent one was, that I remember, not the, it was the one with the Clayton County, with the county. And the intergovernment contract was presented to the council, and when we never have a resolution for accepting a grant, regardless if it is a match grant or it is refundable grant. So I just don't understand the reason of having a resolution when the grant is not even been approved yet.
Well, the resolution is to show the spirit of council that you're willing to put the 25% match up for the figure that we've come up with, which was a theoretical figure, as I mentioned earlier. I don't know what experience you have with grants, but this is a GOSP grant. A lot of the grants and a lot of federal grants and state grants require that you do a resolution to show that you're willing to do it, because it shows the spirit of the council. So nothing has changed with this one. This is a DNR one. This is it basically is a flow through from the federal government to the Department of Natural Resources, which has its own set of requirements. So what they require in the first phase of this application is that you do a resolution from the city to show that the council and the mayor are on board with proceeding with the grant.
So the last one that we have, or the grant we have, was the amphitheater at the district. We didn't do the grant. So
Different grants, different, that was from HUD. This is from
Okay.
the DNR, so it's a different grant, different criteria, different requirements. So this doesn't, like I said, it's a non-binding resolution. It doesn't bind us in at all, but this is a different requirement, because it's a different type of grant, it's a different entity.
Okay, thank you for that explanation. And what is the urgency of having this grant?
It is, you can close out your application on the 13th,
Oh,
which is 3 days.
okay. And could the council get more information about the grant instead of just the resolution, so we can get a response?
As we move forward, we can. If you want to go to the website, you go to DNR and look up underneath those type of grants, which is a GOSP grant, and it will give you all the information on there, including the dates there as well. I'll be happy to send you a link to that if you would like.
Yes, please.
Sure.
I did want to add, I think I'm going back in the memory banks. This was a few years back. We did have a resolution when the fire department received a grant with which we purchased some of our larger equipment. So the resolution is just, it depends on what the grant requirements are, what the application requirements are.
And not all of them require, but some of them do, and it shows, I think it shows the intentionality of the impending agency. So it eliminates people from the beginning, if you don't want to do a resolution, they're not gonna waste their time on the application, because this is a 4-stage application. So the initial window closes out on 10/13, and to be involved in that and to be considered for it, which is a pretty good grant. And as you all know, part of this because the wetland is out in that area. So that's the preservation part as well as the recreation part, which is what this particular grant is focused on.
Comments, Ms. Dean?
Yes, also, the urgency, as you stated, was that the deadline is the 13th. So, and I agree that this is, I think it's great. We've been trying for years to come up with something for that area, because there isn't anything over there but the Duffy Park, that old pocket park over there. So, you know, the community over there has been asking for something for some years. And also, with this, is this the plan where we're talking about having a walkover?
That, not on that plan, but that would be the plan. We would obviously be, we'd have time to be able to change that plan a little bit, and we would need to before the submission. I think that has a recreation building on it, and a skate park, and some other things, and another dog park. Probably things we wouldn't want to necessarily do, but we could get input and figure out what we do want to prior vote. Yes, that would be one of my, one of the ideas I think we should pursue is that overpass, the best of those things.
Because is, the traffic is really starting to pick up, it's heavy traffic on that street, so if it's possible, I think that would be great to have that on post.
I know Councilman Paul wants to see the tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that's what we did this morning.
No, you want to see the other one, or you want to see what it is?
Oh, well, the other ones, I guess, you know, I'm just trying to get them $20 next door.
Here's my $20.
You have volume on this?
We may.
Structured asset management, simple, quick,
This is the one we
efficient,
saw
and
last
cost
week
effective.
at the,
By using 3D mapping techniques, where
This is
we
actually
make
the silver one.
infrastructure
This
assessments.
is one that shows you the mapping process.
Our nation's infrastructure has been overlooked for a while now, but it isn't too late to start making the necessary changes in the way we manage it. Current methods of infrastructure inspections can be time-consuming, costly, and produce inconsistent and fragmented data. Civil has solved these problems. Their proprietary technology that makes infrastructure asset management simple, quick, efficient, and cost-effective. By using 3D mapping technology and artificial intelligence algorithms, they have developed the perfect solution for any civil engineering firm or government agency. The civil sensor is sent to you in an easily shippable package. Simply mount the sensor to the roof of any vehicle to get started. Once the sensor has been mounted, all you have to do is turn it on and drive around. As you drive, the civil sensor scans the world around you, creating a 3D digital twin of the built environment while capturing high-resolution imagery and laser scan data. When you've completed collecting data for your project, simply upload everything to Civil's secure web-based platform. Then, kick your feedback as the algorithms do all the heavy lifting by processing the data and delivering actionable results. Once the data is analyzed, log into Civil's platform to review your results in depth. You can also export all data and integrate it into your favorite geospatial and engineering software. By leveraging Civil's technology, engineering firms are able to gain operational efficiencies, reduce project costs, and deliver better results. Firms can also be awarded more business by being able to submit better, lower-priced bids than their competitors. Reach out today to learn more and set up a demo. Better data, better decisions, better infrastructure. That's what Civil is all about.
All right, so that's a civil I-1. Actually, I just asked Brandon, he said that actually the camera unit came in,
It came in last week.
so we'll be mounting that and riding around.
They'll be riding around with that.
And
Artificial intelligence has taken the world by storm and is now helping Oregon City Public Works locate and map out potholes while driving this. It's a street sweeper with a special camera mounted up front. They're calling it the City Rover.
It's really great because it helps us package all that information up into a form that the crews can then take.
City Rover works like a dash camera and actively scans the road for potholes. It also gives crews every detail needed to patch up the hole.
The Rover device gives you the address, the street address, and the location of the pothole. Gives you a picture, the date and time that it was taken, and then a street view, Google Maps street view of whereabouts it is, and even a QR code so that you can scan it on your phone. It can tell you exactly where that picture was taken.
Now all the pothole data the City Rover collects gets uploaded to the cloud and then can be viewed right here, which then better helps Public Works keep track of the potholes within their jurisdiction. Lewis says crews often have 50 to 100 potholes to patch in a day, but thanks to City Rover, they can create more efficient routes to hit more in a given day.
I'm surprised by this technology, how accurate it is.
Shane Husband drives with the City Rover once in a while and believes this device helps crews work smarter, not harder.
I see potholes, every day in the city, and there are many that we don't see because we don't drive every road every day. The only other way we find out about them is if the public calls them in and lets us know. And so if they don't call them in and we don't see them in our normal day-to-day work, then it's nice to know that this camera is picking them up to put them on our list.
Oregon City Public Works is currently testing out the Rover, but are hoping to permanently adopt the new technology. Reporting in Oregon City, Daisy Caballero, KGW News.
I hate you, Mom.
We do appreciate everybody came out on that, and that's all we have to communication. There was Ms. Lana's got something
Well, first, I have any questions related to that, because I'll do this one. The second one, obviously, they've got spaghetti right next door, and we'll meet back at 7:30. But Miss Lana has a birthday today.
No, Sunday.
Close enough. And we got something in the boardroom in there, so instead of heading to the wonderful coffee over here to the right, hopefully Victor's got some less than admirable coffee over there to the left. And we'll go in there and wish her a happy birthday.
All right.
Mr. Mayor, before we end this work session, because we have plenty of time left, I would like to raise an issue just happened during a city event recently. So during the Moon Festival, when I was on the stage was supposedly to, the council approved that to give the proclamation to individuals and businesses that helped with the Community Moon Festival last year. During this Moon Festival this year, instead of an event to honor the people, it appeared not quite, because the individual and business named and the council member were called to the state earlier than we supposed. So the time we were noticed without any notification. I understand that when we have an event, people can change, sometimes it can be late, sometimes it's sooner, but when the change is made and we make it sooner, 15, 20 minutes sooner than the expected time, the honorary should deserve to have a notification that time change, can we do it early? So a lot of people wasn't there to receive the proclamation, and second, the proclamation was not given to the honorary. They were caught and pulling up on the stage and then sent off the stage. And also, when I asked for to give a speech, the MC, one of the MC handed the microphone to me, and one of the person from the very back of the stage came out from the middle of nowhere. I didn't know where that person came from. Yanked off the microphone off my arm, my hand, and my arm bent backward with that. So it appeared that person to be the contractor that city hired to run the event. So, and it happened in front of open public. It's an embarrassing situation, and also the person will obstructed an elected official on the duty. So that contractor, I'm requesting the contractor have a proper apology to me in front of public. And second, Mr. Mayor, you was there as well, and why did you not do anything when it happened? And yeah, so I would like to know why is that not being looked at?
That spaghetti's looking really good, isn't it? I'm not sure what the flavor is of what Ronald's got back there, but that looks pretty good too. It's election season, you know, you can almost say whatever you want. 1,000 people were there. I think we gave people appropriate recognition. You can look at the video for yourself and decide for yourself comments. But we will adjourn the work session. We'll be back at 7:30.
So good.
Hardly lick the icing.